everyone's dropping points at the moment, which is going to make it a fascinating title race. At the moment, of course, it's Liverpool and Spurs sitting at the top.
Yeah, and I think the other teams will join in as well. No, it is a fascinating title race. It's very, very demanding schedule right now for especially the top teams in Europe, in all the leagues. And you saw that in the Bundesliga, they're dropping points, Bayern Munich's dropping points. And it's tough. It's tough to get through a stretch of midweek games, weekend games, midweek. So it's very, very demanding. And here and there, I think, when you get even just a point like it happened now for Liverpool and for Spurs, it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal because you're in such a rush basically to get those games done, and you're always looking forward to the next one right away. So you cannot even, as a coaching staff right now, you cannot even take this game and analyze it deeply and have a long discussion with your players because in 3 days you have the next one on the table. So these are now times where you just have to move on right away. And as long as you don't lose games, look at AC Milan today, I think it's okay. You just need to kind of take the games the way they come and maximize everything you can. And here and there, you're going to lose some points. But you got to go through that stretch of demanding games, week in, week out. And then by Christmas time, we know a little bit more, but especially in England, obviously, with having the games being played even, after Christmas, it's very, very demanding. And it's fascinating. Have a title race like this year in almost all the leagues is absolutely fantastic.
Certainly for the neutrals, and it continues with the big one midweek. Liverpool taking on Spurs on Wednesday. Jurgen, Liverpool are favourites, Spurs 7-2. Should we just give it 0-0 now?
Well, they're definitely not favourites. No. Yeah, I would take the 0-0. Yeah. If I was José, probably I would take it. Yeah.
Are we going to see that sort of tight match, Jurgen, as we have done when a lot of these big teams have met so far in the Premier League this season?
Yeah, we're going to see a very tight match, definitely, because tactically both coaches know kind of how to approach these games. They're not giving anything away for the opponent. So it will be tight. It will be, demanding for all the players. It will be played mainly in midfield. Maybe not enough chances for us kind of fans that we want to see chances and goals. But those are the games where you just don't want to lose points. And if you don't want to win the game, then get a tie and move on.
I'm intrigued because there will be fans at this game, which obviously there weren't, for example, in the Manchester Derby yesterday and the other big games that have maybe been a bit of a letdown of late. From a player's perspective, does that put more pressure on you to go out and try and win as opposed to not try and lose?
No, it doesn't put additional pressure on you. I think actually that players, they will enjoy it. They enjoy it now that the fans are back in the stadium, even if it's not obviously that many. But to hear them, get their comments out there, to hear them chant them on or cheer them on, it means a lot to the players. You become far more alive. And that way I see it as a very, very positive thing. And it's not additional pressure at all.
Diogo Jota won't be available for this game, Gab. We heard Jurgen Klopp before today's match saying that he's out for up to 2 months.
Yeah, and obviously that's going to be a blow. And it's cruel because obviously this happens just as we see Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold coming back as well. They're going to have to rethink this, and obviously you've got other options.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.